I hate that he still controls my life. I hate that I'm so angry. I hate that I don't know how to love fully because I'm always waiting for someone to turn into him.
That anger you carry around like a handbag might eventually kill you. And I mean this both literally and figuratively. Why are you angry? Why do you intentionally refuse to let it go? Do you see the way your face tightens whenever you see the object of your frustration? Do they even know they make you feel a certain way? Or have you hated them for so long that you've forgotten the road back to letting go? These are questions only you can answer for yourself. But remember, the more you hold on to anger, the more it consumes you. And when pride rides shotgun with anger in the driver's seat, it becomes a one-way trip to self-loathing because eventually you start hating yourself as though you had a part to play. Now, I know humans are interesting people. Sometimes it's friends, family, or a complete stranger. But you need to understand that choosing to hold on to anger has nothing to do with who made you angry. Don't miss me here. Sometimes it's unavoidable. Sometimes you're pushed to the wall, and it's okay. It's okay to be upset. If necessary, clear the air. But when the moment passes, the ball is in your court. You choose what to do with your face, with your emotions, and your spirit. Forgiveness isn't saying they were right, it's saying you deserve peace more than you deserve revenge. And for those of you who went ahead and took your pound of flesh, remember how empty you felt afterwards. What anger does is that it chains you to what hurts you. Why not allow forgiveness cut that rope? Because when you let go, it isn't for them. It's so your heart can finally stop fighting battles that already ended. What if it was a mistake? What if they didn't know better? What if they were simply passing down their own trauma? Just what if? Now they are long gone, maybe even dead. And yet, here you are saying, I can never forgive him for that. I can never forgive her for this. Put the anger down. Walk free. If you can, have a conversation with them and tell them how you feel. But be careful because, like love, hate is almost equally powerful. And if not controlled, you might lose yourself while trying to communicate with them. So sometimes, that higher road people keep telling you to take might just be the best and safest option for your peace of mind. If this is your first time on this show, here's my promise. With me, you'll never have to worry about being judged instead of being heard. Here, your feelings are valid, your voice is safe. And on this show, my only job is to help you see the best version of yourself. My name is Clinic. And please, just breathe. Welcome back. Today, we are stepping into a conversation that many people avoid, not because it isn't important, but because it hits a little too close to home. Let's talk about your unhealthy relationship with anger and the quiet ways it takes over your life when you don't notice. Some of us are walking around with anger that's older than some friendships we have. Some of us have normalized snapping, shutting down, or carrying silent grudges like it's part of our personality. And some of us don't even realize how much space anger has rented in our minds without paying a single dime. I want to hear from you. What does anger look like in your world? Have you held on to it? struggled with it, learned from it, or finally let it go. Your voice might help someone recognize something in themselves today. The phone lines are open. Like I always say, if and when your call comes through, remember to breathe and speak freely. You don't have to tell me your name if you'd rather not. And like I said earlier, this is a no judgment zone. Looks like we already have our caller for today. Hello.
Yeah, my name is, um, you know what, just forget the name. I'm calling because, honestly, I don't even know why I'm calling. But I heard you talking about anger, and I said I'd give this a try. Try, no promises.
Fair enough. Trying works. Talk to me.
All right, then, let's see how this goes. You see, my father was, he was a terror. I mean, there's the strict kind of fathers, but there's the really, really violent ones that hide behind being strict. My father was the very terrifying, violent kind, and growing up every night felt like a gamble. You never know what to expect. He would walk in through the front door, and the moment we saw this look on his face, it was just clear that someone was going to bleed. It broke my heart really, because unfortunately, most of the time, it was my mom. She was on the receiving end of all that violence. I mean, other times it was me, but the worst part of all this was he always had a reason. There was always a reason to justify this abuse. I mean, he'd be like, if your mom behaved, none of this would happen. Or he'd be like talking to me and like, hey, you're a man. Take it like a man. Imagine telling that to a child.
That's
Wait,
deeply
no,
painful.
hold on. Let me talk, please. Let me talk, because all of this, I've held this deep for a while, and I just want it to flow. Because if I keep getting interrupted, I'm not sure I want to go through with this. So yeah, I I grew up thinking pain was normal. I grew up thinking yelling at someone was communication. And when I tried to step between him and my mom, he'll push me aside. Like, so you want to be the husband, Abby? Then handle the consequences. Wow. Do you know what that does to a boy? It makes you grow up before you even, before your body catches up. I mean, look, it's crazy. My mom died when I was 19, and I can tell you for a fact it was as a result of all that she had to endure in the hands of my father. So you call it stress, call it hypertension, fear, whatever. I blame him, and I would always blame him. I mean, I think there's enough blame to go around, because I blame myself a little too. Like, maybe if I was bigger, if I was more courageous, if I was stronger, maybe she wouldn't have died. You
Mm,
know,
That's actually a very heavy load to carry.
it's indeed a very heavy load to carry, but I've carried it quite well, and maybe too well, and I know that's a problem. I've become the kind of guy that doesn't trust peace. If you're nice to me, I start getting suspicious. If you raise your voice at me slightly, I flinch. I mean, imagine, imagine me, like just imagine that. A 37-year-old man, all this, you know, buff and height and muscle, flinching.
You didn't deserve any of that.
Ta, come on, don't do that. I'll be making excuses for me to come and break down here. I'm not here to come and start crying. Look, I came here to just make it clear. Look, I cannot forgive him. Never, ever.
I understand the resistance, but can I ask, what brought all this back to the surface for you?
You know, he had the audacity to call me last month. He says, getting old. He wants a relationship. A relationship with who? The boy you beat? The boy you blamed for everything? The boy that buried his mother too early? He told me to let the past go. Can you imagine? Can you imagine this man? I almost dropped the phone. No, let what go. The nightmares, the childhood I didn't have, the fear that still, you know, haunts me till today. Nah,
The
nah.
anger you're feeling right now. I want you to notice it. I want you to realize the way it's making you feel, even as you're talking about it. It's
What do you expect? You're talking to a man who lived inside fire for years. You think a few motivational lines will calm me?
I'm not I'm not motivating you. It's more like giving you a safe space to unload what you've been carrying alone.
You know the funny thing? I've never talked about this, not once. Not to a friend, not to a partner. I always feel like if I open this door, everything will rush out and drown me.
Then let it come out in pieces. You don't have to drown.
Yeah, I hate that he still controls my life. I hate that I'm so angry. I hate that I don't know how to love fully because I'm always waiting for someone to turn into him. And I hate that a part of me still wishes he had been different.
I feel like that wish is the child in you asking for what he deserved but never got. Yeah?
Maybe, but I don't think I'm ready to forgive him. I'm not. Uh, yeah, I think it's the right thing to do, but look, I'm just gonna be honest with you.
I'm not I'm not
It's like I can't.
I'm not asking you to forgive him tonight. Rather, I'm asking you to stop letting your father's actions continue to define your emotional life as a grown man. Um, your mother suffered enough. Her son does not need to keep suffering for either her mistakes or his. Do you understand me?
Wow, that one really hits. Because sometimes I feel like I'm still fighting his battles, even though he's not in my life.
Then maybe, just maybe, letting go won't be about freeing him. It's about freeing the version of you that got stuck in the house. What do you think?
Hmm. I don't know how to start. It's interesting that I never thought I'd come to this point, but For the first time, maybe I want to try. Not for him, not for me. Yeah.
That's a step in the right direction. And that desire, or what you would call that tiny shift is the beginning. The rest will be taken step by step. Do you understand me?
Thank you. Thank you. I didn't think talking would do anything, but I feel lighter. I'm definitely not healed, but I feel lighter.
Look, it's a process. One call can't fix it, but you've started. You need to consciously keep reminding yourself every single day that no one can steal your joy. Can you say it?
Say what?
Say no one can steal my joy.
Why? No one can steal my joy. No. No one can steal my joy.
Was that hard?
Yeah, it was a little.
Thank you so much for calling today, and I hope you stay for the rest of the show.
Thank you.
Wow. It's interesting. But above all, I hope you understand that the feelings you have when you are angry are sometimes, now I said sometimes, valid. And while I hear you, it's still up to you to decide what to do with your anger. Forgiveness is not approval, it's release. And the one who gets released is you. Let forgiveness refill all that anger drained from you. Now, they might not deserve the grace you're extending to them, but you deserve the rest. So, choosing forgiveness is choosing yourself over the weight they left on your spirit. And your peace will start the moment you stop letting someone else's wrongs live inside you. Let's do something together. Say this with me. I am complete. I am enough. I have love, and I am loved. I choose to be the best version of myself every single day. My smile will remain. My joy is forever. My faith in God is unshakable. I am free and alive, and I never forget to breathe. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope you follow, subscribe, and share this space with someone who needs it. Until next time, just breathe.